Hello everybody, it's been a while, but I've come back with a new tutorial. So I've just created a little system here, which basically allows you to shrink your character. So right here, we can jump with these blocks, just like that, okay? For this you do have to be zoomed in, and if you press the button, it'll shrink. I've kept you to the same speed and the same jump height, just to keep this tutorial short, because it would be a lot longer. And then we can jump on top of these blocks that still be short, run these walls, all that good stuff. And we can press it while we're up here to go big again. And yeah, so I'll be making a tutorial about this. First, we want to make a platform. And it's going to be in the sky because we're going to be going, well, here's what it actually does. It makes you go underneath the ground, so your camera's lower to the ground. So we need it to be in the sky so that we don't go through the ground down there. So we just have this part here so I can build on top of it. We have a moving part. I'll delete this one. Just make this moving part stationary. Scale it to however big you want. I will do 20 by 20, I guess. Pretty good for this example. I did 32 by 32. I'm making mine 0.1 height. It doesn't really matter at all though. And we can adjust the color. Sure, why not? And for this, so this part right here is where you're gonna decide how small your character is gonna be. For this one, I did you're shrinking 4 studs, and this one I'll just do the same. And to figure out how you're gonna do it, just gonna move, change this to 4 studs, and just move it down. It can't be 4 studs is around the smallest you can get. If you go any lower, then you'll just be underneath the ground and you can't see anything. So then it'll look like you're small. Next, go over here to behavior, make it button activated, and make sure it's at the top. If it's not at the top, just press easy direction and it should fix itself and get to the top. Press reverse, make it false. Move time, let's set it to 2. And let's do the easing style at, I don't know how to pronounce that. Whatever this is, sigmoid. And so now we have this. Now we just get a button in here. Oh, reset my move 0.1 or whatever you like it at. And now we have a button. Alright, I'm gonna make my button just this size. 1 by 1, I guess. And here's all the settings. So you gotta turn count enabled to false. The time is 0.2. Make this turn stuff invisible, and that should be it. Now we get onto the code. Well, code in quotations. We get a conveyor belt. Let's make it like 0.6. Sure. Well, you can make it however big you want. I prefer this one. So now we go here. Just make a conveyor, pretty small. Add a part as the wall. And we will just copy the wall to the other side. Copy it again for the back wall. And copy that over here as whatever it is, the starting place for the push block. Now we want to get a push bar in here. Just place it wherever. Scale it down. For me it's going to be 0.2 by 0.2 by 0.2. That's how big it is. I'm gonna change my push bar's color to red so I know where it is. Down here. Alright, so it should be like this. And if you select this part, it should be going over there. If it's not, just rotate the conveyor belt until these arrows are pointing the correct direction. And now, once it comes back up here, we have a push bar. Now we gotta place a button in here. Scale it to the correct size. Right here. Okay, and now in the settings of this button, first make can collide false. Then scroll down to behavior. And we want to make this button activate. And we want to make it not player activated, but we want to make it push bar activated. And then we ought to select our floor here, and then we get a respawn part, place it in here, scale it correctly, just the same as the button, and make it respawn push parts to true. And this is the system that we're using. It's really small. I'm gonna actually scale this to the same size just to keep it organized. Alright, so now we come into here and let's start adding some blocks. We don't want to make too many parts because then it just makes the code more complicated. Because if you had more than 40 blocks, which is the amount that the button can handle, then you have to add multiple buttons. And we just want to use this one just to make it simple. Alright, so take all of your parts here. I just made this really simple mat, just these 2 parts, just like this one over here. And we want to make all of these can collide false. So now, if I come over here, I should be able to just walk through these. Next, go back to edit mode, and we want to add a moving part. So, moving part, first place one inside of the button, unless your button is like super duper small, because it wouldn't really change anything. And just make a push part here, and we want to set our move back to however much the size was when we moved the floor down. For me, it was 4, and for you probably 4 if you're following the tutorial. We move it down 4, so now it's down here. And if we just come here, press the easing direction, here first, go to the moving part that we just placed down, make it button activated, move time 2, and easing style to sinoid, whatever it is, however you pronounce that. And just for now, I'm gonna reverse the easing direction, so see it should be connected with that at the bottom. Perfect to connect. Select both of the floor and that, and put them back at the top again. Alright, so now, make this moving part invisible, but can collide true. And now, we need to copy this, copy the moving part, hold control down, or something else on the mobile. But it lets you move it, and it moves the bottom part with it. Here, let's see. So the bottom part is right there. If we hold control, it moves it like this. If we don't hold the control, it'll just move the top. So if you don't have the control, if you're on mobile, just do this and that. It'll just be slower. Set our move back to whatever it was before, and we want to move it while holding control inside of these parts to copy them. We want to make them the exact size. If your part is a circle, just go to here, data, shape, and make it a ball, but mine is a block, so I'm just going to keep it block. And then we copy this, and then do the same for this. Right over here, scale it down, and there we go. Go back into your button contraption, select this button, and make this also activate these 2 new moving parts in here. Once we've done this, we actually almost forgot set. We have to select the 4, make it invisible, but can collide true, and we want to place down a part. Actually, wait, let's make it a little bit of transparency so we can just see it, and scale it the exact same size as the floor. Okay, just a part that covers the whole thing. Just gonna copy the color of it. Find it, here we go, and make this one can collide false. So the moving part is can collide true, but the fake part on top of it is can collide false. Now make the moving part all the way invisible. And before I forget, select this button in here in our contraption and make it activate the moving part that's covering the button. We almost forgot that one. You want to make it select everything you're seeing, okay? And select the button, the actual button, and make the part right here that's blocking this push from going down the conveyor to make that invisible. And now I guess your contraption should be finished. Also, one more thing, make sure that these parts in here, the moving parts that are covering the real parts, make sure that reverse is set to false. Yep, my button is not set to false. There we go. So now it should be working. Your contraption is finished. jump around. If you press the button, it will shrink, and you can jump onto these and still be tiny. Fall off, do whatever you like while you're tiny. You can click it again to grow. Well, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe because it helps me a lot. Alright, see you later. Bye.